Alright then, hello everybody. This video is going to be a demonstration of my FreshNES homemade console. I designed it in 3D, printed it out with my 3D printer, and then wired everything on up inside, and gave it a little paint and whatnot. Alright, so this is the system itself. We got two little buttons like normal, power, and then the reset button. This reset button will exit you out of the game, your current game, back to the menu. I'll show you that later on. And we got a couple USB ports for controllers and or keyboards. Sometimes you'll need a keyboard for some functions. That's usually just for setup. So if you leave it as is, you'll just be using controllers. And then on the side we have the port for the SD card. Get access to that. And then all the way in the back we have the HDMI and power connectors. Alrighty. So during the demonstration I'm going to be using a wired USB controller that's modeled after the Super Nintendo controller. This is just a cheap one on Amazon. There are betters out there. I also use the Wii U Pro controller. Is very good and responsive, has all the button you need. And then the 8-bit dough, they have a series of Bluetooth controllers. They're mostly modeled after Nintendo stuff, which is cool. So I've never used them. I would like to, but I can at least mostly recommend them. I've heard good things. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and start it on up. We use just the normal power, push it right in like the old one. Red light comes on, and we should get some booting going here. Alright, yeah, it's running on a Raspberry Pi 3 board, and the image is the RetroPie image. It's been I slightly customized the theme of it to look old school, pixelated kind of theme, yeah, as you can see here. I really liked it because I kept all the older systems on it, nothing too new. In future ones I might put newer stuff on it. You can get like PlayStation. PlayStation runs pretty well, so in the future I'm going to start messing with that, and I think Nintendo DS, they're starting to get to work on this on the Raspberry Pi 3. Yeah, there's just a few Nintendo 64 games that don't run too well. GoldenEye lags just a little bit. I haven't tested all of them, but mostly what I've played plays very well. It's definitely playable for the most part. I was disappointed on Star Wars Rogue Squadron. That will not work. Couldn't get that one to work. So hopefully there'll be some kind of fix for that, because I really enjoy that game. Alright, so what we will do is jump on into a game. And I'm going to use the search here. The search is pretty good. You can my game starts with an S, and then I can use my left and right shoulder buttons to page up and down. So you hit your letter, page down, and then you find your game. My favorite game of all time, Super Mario Bros. 3. And with this theme also, as you can see, there's also the thumbnail art on the upper right. Yeah, that's done for all systems. Just a cool little thing so you know what game you're looking at, and just how it was presented back in the day. Alright, so we'll fire up Super Mario 3. Alright, get right on into it. Okay, and I'm just making sure I'm getting sound, because I had to mute it on my TV so my microphone doesn't pick it up. But it looks like our levels are good, so we'll get into it. So I'm just gonna quickly push past. This controller's decent. It's not the most responsive. So if you're going to be serious in playing this, I'd say get one of those better controllers. Alright, so I'll show off a few cool functions. There are turbo buttons. using a controller with enough buttons, the extra buttons can be turbo. And then you can do stuff like, here, I'll put it in front here so we can see everything going on. If we there's a save state, so if you can scroll through them there. There's a ton of save states. I think there's like 99 or some crazy amount. So you can have a bunch for yourself. You can have some for you and your friends, all that good stuff. So what you can do is go ahead and press select and the right button on top there, and that will save it. And then if you hit select again and the left button, it'll bring you right back to that save state. So if you were to miss a button, die, you want to start over from that spot, go ahead and press select and the left button, it'll bring you right back there. And then you can continue on your merry way and keep trying. Yeah, if you're stuck in any part, keep trying that part, or you're just silly explaining things, you just go right back, try it again. Yeah, so that's cool. And that each state, all those states are per game, so each game has all those states, so you can save a ton of stuff. And yeah, here now we can see the turbo. A little better with the tail. And then it'll also do stuff like select B will reset the game, and then select and start will exit on out and bring you right back to the main menu. And then I'll start it back up again to show the function of the reset button here. It doesn't reset the game, instead it brings you, just like start and select, back to the main menu. So if for some reason you wanted to get up and press the button on the console itself, that'll bring you back to the main menu. Alright, so we'll end it off by going through the shutdown sequence. This is very important to keep your SD card from getting corrupted and unusable. You select shut down your system and then confirm, and then there is a process running in the background. You don't see it, but you're just gonna not want to hit off yet. Once we see a nice no signal, there it is. Alright, so we'll give it just a few seconds after that. Everything stopped running, no processes are running, so we're safe. Power off, and there you go. It's good to sit until your next session. But yeah, that is a very important thing. If you just power it off while it's running any processes, you can corrupt some processes and corrupt the SD card, and then it will not be startable, playable, anything like that, and you'll have to start over or something. But yeah, that should be all in all what's going on with this system. I did put a very good amount of work into it, and this video itself is proving to be quite a lot of work it's also. So hopefully you did enjoy something, learn something, and hopefully you'll want your very own FreshNES. Alright, I'll see you.